what's it called, the housing
Growth policy.
growth policy. I just wanted to see if we can get something in there to start measures so that we can't have businesses popping up next to residences. That is going to be an inconvenience for the
Is that how it
residents.
goes?
Okay.
Like a Dollar General popping up next to me. I just think that that's not cool for people, to have their property values decrease because a corporation's moving in.
Okay.
However, we have to start that process to get zoning.
I think we gotta go through planning first, right?
We have to do the growth policy first.
Okay.
And the zoning can be talked about in there, but it's not
It's not part of
zoning.
it.
It has to happen after.
So it has
Okay.
to happen after that.
When will
Yeah.
we have an idea of our growth policy?
We have a meeting coming up.
Yeah, there is a meeting coming up.
I
Yeah,
think it's at our next council meeting, isn't it?
No.
Right there?
I
It's coming down there. I thought it was a few
yeah,
hours ago.
it's middle of July. Yeah, so we can have it in there. And then we have the calendar of when that is expected to be through. I think it's by the end of the year.
Yeah, and there's a survey out there with this
Yeah.
planning going on,
Yeah.
that if you want to get on there and comment and do the survey, there is stuff on there about that, what
Yeah.
we want to look at.
Perfect.
Anybody else have anything on that?
Yeah.
I understand I wouldn't want it next to my house.
Yeah.
Especially when they're wanting to put the entrance on Sunset. That's a narrow road as it is, and people are going to be bypassing Sunset and going on Twilight instead of turning on the highway. And my road is like a lane and a half.
Mhm.
Like, that's not cool.
Okay. There should be some kind of rules against that. We might want to talk to the building inspector on that, because if it's only, I know out there on that side, and my truck cannot fit beside another
No,
truck.
Sunset is narrow. DJ let me know today that is city road, not a county road.
Yeah, I think it's 18 foot, isn't that what we decided the other day?
Should be 21, I
I
think.
think it's like 18.
But even Twilight.
Yeah, hey, road guy.
Like Twilight is only
That's where you come in.
there is no shoulder anywhere. There's no-
Wait, I remember Twilight.
So people
30 feet.
are their driveways
Yeah,
on
that's
Sunset,
all
they're
right
gonna
there.
go use Twilight as, like the frontage road to get to
Yeah, I
Highway.
mean,
What's your concern?
Yeah, and that road is so narrow as it is, and it floods
Oh,
right
when I
there.
bring a bus down that road, there's
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
else coming down the
And
road.
all the traffic, people coming in and out there, like, that's crazy. That should not be.
for a site study.
Is that what's happening with that?
That's what they want to do, put it on Sunset.
That's the plan.
But their plan is
Yeah,
a
their
dollar.
plan
Dollar
for it,
General.
that's their-
Drag.
I heard it was ancient Indian burial ground.
I would be, I would have that.
Start digging.
Throw some stuff out there.
Let me run back to Lapway, I'll get us some.
Yeah, that's why we want to have this growth policy updated, so we can get moving on
That's
stuff.
what they do. So,
Skip till you see him and say, yeah.
They just did that already.
Yeah.
Okay. We good on that right now? Mm-hmm. Get hold of the building inspector and talk to him and see what's going on and what can be done.
Yeah.
And then, when this,
I don't know that David Jones has anything to do with it,
okay,
because he's...
State.
Yeah, he's the
city.
city's, like, how,
He doesn't have commercial yet.
Yeah, he does the residential, not...
For it had to go to the state.
Okay, and that's what he was gonna go to school for, training for, is to get that.
Okay.
But I feel like the entrance, I mean, because even if you,
That's gotta be a state thing.
they need to be able to enter off the highway, like
Yeah.
any business there. It seems kind of silly that you.
Yeah, well, the way they have this, have you not seen the plans yet?
No.
I've seen a quick one of it.
No, you haven't.
Okay, no, I haven't.
But
Not at all.
Generally, from my experience, when somebody comes in and upgrades and overrides the existing system, they have to upgrade it to meet those standards. So, I mean,
That's
Just like
Just keep following on that.
same thing.
I know they talked to
Just like
me
fire
and
hydrant
Ward
sewer.
about power, water, and sewer, and like I already told them, they're like, we want overhead. I said, you can't get overhead there. I said, there's not enough room to put another pole in, we're not doing that, you'll pay to go underground. And they're like, whatever.
I just
So-
am really looking forward forward to more crashes on that stretch of road.
Exactly.
The cafe's open.
Yeah.
When does that start, talking about the plans?
They haven't even got with me to do work order or work order with board, so, I mean, and transformers are a year out. So I can tell you.
Because there's some concern with the fire department.
Their preliminary plans is all those work. I mean, the site can change. I mean, this is what someone drew up from Alabama, because that's where they were based out of, to see if it would fit on the lot, so.
Well, it fits this fine. But they're concerned with the fire department too, so.
Will the store be towards the back?
Yes.
Yeah, we snuck right up to Blair's house.
My house, the back would be along Twilight. They don't want to add an extra hydrant. They want us to use the existing hydrant on the corner, which would make no sense to bypass the building to grab a hydrant. You have to go back to the road and come in, or you can put one in the parking lot and stuff like that. So, and drainage.
Structure fire would take care of it.
There's drainage.
And the draining is, your guys' property sits just down below it?
Way below.
They have everything really good except for the back corner by our house. They wanted to drain off top of the building and use Twilight and go into that drain in front of my yard that plugs up all the time. Everything else is curb and gutter except for that corner. Because they have everything flowing to a retention pond along Highway 2. Except for that back corner, they want to flow down Twilight into my place.
Okay, it should be all the same as a town pump. They gotta take care of all their own
Yeah,
problems
so that's
with
the
water.
only thing.
That's why they put all the dry wells in to capture all the water off that asphalt.
So that's just something that you guys have to discuss later. Because it shows, everything else is captured nice except for that one corner. It showed it flowing down into my place. Everything else is curb and gutter and everything, but that's, there's nothing we can fight about. I mean, do we want it there? No, but.
Well, we need to look at the big picture of
Yeah.
things too, though.
But still, why would you enter that way, especially if it's the back of the store? It just doesn't make any sense.
Probably somebody looking at Google Earth.
I don't know how they think they're even gonna get their own delivery truck.
Yeah, there's no way to go.
Off Highway 2 onto
Yeah.
Sunset.
They're planning,
Good luck.
Their plan is they pull into
They
the
looked at the
parking lot
highway and
and
the
back,
highway, it's gonna cost so much money to have an entrance there.
I think so.
We put her in that turn right there.
No.
No.
Yeah, I'll talk with David about this and see where the state inspector would be and how to get a hold of them and see what their rules are.
Perfect.
Definitely.
I think they had Swift is gonna do a delivery.
Oh, good.
Close enough. Snyder does.
Yeah, that's why they're going underground with everything.
Yeah.
Even your power will be underground. That line that goes
That
all the
way
way
they come
around.
out.
Yeah, because it's too close to the building, and so where they want to put everything, we won't have access to it well. And so while they're doing it, I'll just have them do that, so it's safer.
I mean, they got privacy fences, which everything that we were wanting to ask for anyways. It's just, I'm concerned about that the drainage that the fire department has.
Yeah, we have
Needs a
that.
hydrant up in the corner, not in the back corner. Because that's an old hydrant, an old line.
Yeah.
We just want to come across that new line that they have by the county shop and put a nice hydrant in their parking lot.
And you don't want to drive by there.
No.
Turn around,
No.
come back.
Try to get in to turn around in the intersection and pull it. No, it doesn't make any sense, so.
You want to put something together with the concerns of the fire department on that too?
Yeah,
That'd be great,
yeah.
yeah. Same with any kind of emergency vehicle, ambulance, anything. Police department, they got little cars, so I'm sure they don't have too much of a concern.
I hope they park in front of the hydrant. I always want to break the window out when they have those through, so. I know you fit, I get it, you're done.
Why did you bring the hose up an extra half a block
No reason.
and go through that car?
It looked thirsty.
So, okay, let's move on to the study commission government review. Anything on that? I mean, I know it's been voted in to go ahead and.
Yeah, it's been voted in, and there's an email from Dan Clark, and there's a survey that has to be done. I think Shara started this on Friday, because it's due July 5th. But I just wanted to make sure that it's out there, and we're going to have to start doing something with it. So,
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a survey on that too, huh?
yeah.
So if anybody can find out to get on there and do the survey the best you can. And the more people that are on it to do a survey, the more accurate information we're gonna get.
Is it posted on the Facebook page, or where is it posted? Or where will it be posted?
This one, I think, is just for the municipalities and the counties that approved it, so.
So we don't have the survey yet? for
No,
that, right?
no, well, this, we do have it, because I think Shara went in to try and do it for our city.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
for, like, we
Just
fill
for
the
this,
survey
yeah,
out, not
yeah,
for the public to fill?
Not for the public
Okay.
yet,
I see.
yeah. And I think they're probably gonna start trying to do, trainings, or, let's see, be hosting a webinar for study commission candidates, July 24th.
So what's due July 5th?
The survey.
The survey from
The
Troy.
response from us.
Yeah. And looks like they're also gonna do regional study commission training in December. The closest one to us looks like Kalispell on December 10th. So, yeah. And I did find an old file from the last time. So, well, we
16
can
years
dig
ago.
that out. Yeah. 10 years ago, I think, so.
16, I think.
Was it 16? Okay.
Yeah, it's 2008, I think, is the last
Okay,
time,
all right.
if I remember right.
Whenever it was, I did see, oh, look, there's that file. Okay, so we
Okay.
have that to do whatever.
So the email will go out with this on there tomorrow for everybody?
We can forward this out, yeah.
Yeah.
I just know it came to, I didn't even see it. And Shara was talking about it. I'm like, I haven't even seen it come into my email yet, so it was buried in a in an odd file that, anyway, I found it today.
Thank you.
So.
Okay, public comments on matters not on the agenda.
Just give updates. Grant was submitted early, so that was done, and then they extended it till the 3rd.
After we waited the whole week.
Yeah. Monday morning, last week, they said, oh, we're gonna give everyone an extra week and a half. And it's like, okay, awesome. But it's still submitted, all the documents are there. We're just waiting on the 3rd. And then I think they said preliminary awards would be announced end of July. So something like the 27th, 28th. So we'll see what's happening. I don't know if that got pushed out because now they pushed the other dates out. I don't know. So, our OCRs got shipped today. So those were due in October, and they waited till July 1st and shipped them early, which is good. So that means we're already ahead of schedule. That new line is 85% done. So we'll have an outage the end of this month, the 25th, 26th, and do some swaps, heat it up so we can start checking everything and making sure it's going to be okay. So, and then there'll be another one mid-August. DPA is going to have a long outage in mid-August and one in September because they're going to do a lot of work at the substation since that squirrel blew a lot of stuff apart. So they'll have 2 outages. We'll capitalize on that and make sure everything's run off of the new line after that point. So, and we put a pipe up there to stop the birds from building nests in, and our avian guard showed up this afternoon. So,
Thanks, Dennis.
Why wouldn't it?
So, but other than that, new line, like I said, it's coming out good. We're almost done with it. So,
It's looking good, coming up on top. It's definitely looking good.
yeah, a lot of work, but I mean, they'll be there for the long haul. So,
Rest of our lives and beyond.
hope so. I hope I never have to touch it again.
Hopefully it makes it till the end of my career.
Yeah.
Tucked out, I guess.
Short time.
Every 2 days.
No, it's still over 3 months. That's under 4.
Not that he's counting.
Okay, any other ones right now? Okay, I'm moving on to public comments on matters not on the agenda for myself. Okay, I have been talking to a few people here in town, had people come to me, express their opinions on our chief. for the new chief
Position, thanks. for
position.
that.
Sorry, yeah, new chief position. I talked to Derek Shepard again today. So my recommendation is to have Travis Miller is the chief. Henry is a sergeant still. And this is what my recommendations are for that. There'll be a probationary period of 12 months to 18 months. And then as the council and the mayor, we need to have clear expectations of the duties to be evaluated at that time. And I'd like to see a report. I haven't, every 30 to 60 days we'll decide that of what's going on in the city. What complaints are being taken care of, what tickets have been issued. I mean, I know we're not privy to names or nothing like that, but we can see what's going on, seeing what's changing. I will say thank you for whatever happened with the burnouts after we talked, it quit. So thank you. I really haven't heard exactly what happened there. I just know that it quit after we had talked.
Cindy was speaking.
You went and whooped butt? Like I was saying when I was talking to Derek about this, there will be no termination. Say if you guys decide to have Travis go with this, and Travis and I already talked, if he can't do it, he understands, there won't be no termination of their job. They'll just fall back in the same position that he had before. If we can't do it in-house like this, like we're talking about, then it would go back out to applicants. There's only one person that actually got back to me on the applicants that went out, that was Sean, on recommendations for the applicants that we sent out. So, like I say, after discussing it, having people come talk to me about our community, what these guys do to get to where they are at, I came to the conclusion that we should give our in-house officers the opportunity first. It's going to be up to the council on the work, or the main council meeting to yay or nay that. I'm not the one that makes that decision for the department.
That's what I was gonna say. Was that gonna be at
That'll have to be at our work meeting.
the regular meeting?
Main meeting.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted a special one for that, or if we're gonna do.
We can do a special one if people want to and get it taken care of right away. Not this week though. There's just too much going on, so it'll have to be next
What are we
week.
doing Thursday?
Yeah, but not happening. I'm not, yeah.
Nothing.
Oh my gosh. Calm down.
No, you gotta stay for that long. Huh?
Said something about selling hamburgers.
Anybody got anything with that? Okay, I guess we'll go with adjourn.
I have a question, speaking of hamburgers.
4 to 6.
Thank you. Like, I haven't heard anything. I was supposed to be there.
4 to 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll bring it. Thank you for the comment on it.
10 o'clock is nice.
Yes, if you get there a little
I could tell that upset you this morning that we were told about it, and thank you, because I didn't know that was said until this morning, and it's like, no.
No.
Something about the things you do for this town and shit like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, the fireworks display that I put on, Clay was down there at the store, and there was people saying how I wasted tax dollar money.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who they were because there's a huge crowd behind me, and I just heard it every time I turned around, like, trying to figure out who it is, but they were talking back and forth, like, wasted taxpayer money. And I'm like,
As they're
no, it's
standing
not.
there.
Yeah.
Watching it.
And
Yeah.
No good
100%.
deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No money come from the city for that.
It must have been good.
No, I've never had.
Never has.
You've
No.
always done that.
That's what
I
say, I think there were
I have had
angry people
businesses
out
like the first
there.
go around
Yeah.
donate money to me for it, give me money for it, but not the last couple of years, it's all right out of the extent tree services budget.
Well, next year, more of those ones that shot like 300 feet.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are
You bought, you got it, yeah, that's a double order next year.
I'm told I would have enjoyed it.
I would.
I would have enjoyed
Maybe
it.
You will next year.
Covered everybody.
Shelby said it when I was living back.
Okay.
Well, slight wrinkle. My daughter also backed into their parks for a bit. So we'll get that fixed.
Just got a little smell stuff to take off.
No problem. Yeah.
But the best part is the text I get from him, did you see where your daughter hit the building?
So,
In my
Chuck,
eyes.
ever since that night, the burnouts have stopped. We don't.
We don't know the correlation there.
Well, I had to talk with him for doing the burnouts because I watched him. I asked him, when I talked to him today, he said, a lot, and back tires, and you ain't got them burned off yet?
I had to tell her drain from his face.
Yes. It drains from my face when I go in too.